Shalom. It's 1 Samuel, Shemuel, chapter 5. And the Pelishtites took the ark of Elohim and brought it to Ebenezer to Ashdod. And the Pelishtites took the ark of Elohim and brought it into the house of Dagon and put it by Dagon. And the Ashdodites rose early in the morning and saw Dagon fallen on its face to the ground before the ark of Yahweh. So they took Dagon and put it in its place again. They rose early the next morning and saw Dagon falling on its face to the ground before the ark of Yah, and the head of Dagon and both the palms of its hands cut off, and on the threshold only Dagon itself was left of it. That is why, to this day, the priest of Dagon and all who come into Dagon's house do not tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod. But the hand of Yah was heavy on the Ashdodites, and he wasted them and smote them with tumors. Ashdod and its borders. When the men of Ashdod saw this, they said, "Let not the ark of Elohim of Israel remain with us, for his hand has been hard on us, and on Dagon, our mighty one." Then they sent and gathered to them all the princes of the Pelishtites, and said, "What do we do with the ark of Elohim of Israel?" And they answered, "Let the ark of Elohim of Israel be removed to Gath." And they removed it. And it came to be after they removed it, that the hand of Yah was against the city with a very great destruction. And he smote the men of the city from the least to the greatest, and tumors broke out on them. They then sent the ark to Ekron, and it came to be as the ark came to Ekron that the Ekronites cried out, saying, "They have removed the ark to us to kill us and our people." And they sent and gathered together all the princes of the Pelishtites, and said, "Send away the ark of Elohim of Israel, and let it return to its own place, so that it does not kill us and our people." For there had come a deadly destruction throughout all the city. The hand of Elohim was very heavy there, and the men who did not die were smitten with tumors. And the cry of the city went up to the heavens, the Shemaim. Chapter 6. And the ark of Yah was in the field of the Pelishtites for 7 months. The Pelishtites called for the priest and the diviner, saying, "What do we do with the ark of Yah? Let us know with what we should send it to its place." They said, "If you send away the ark of Elohim of Israel, do not send it empty. You shall certainly return it to him with a guilt offering. Then you are to go and be healed. And it shall be known to you why his hand does not turn aside from you." And they said, "What is the guilt offering which we return to him?" And they answered, "The number of the princes of the Pelishtites, 5 golden tumors and 5 golden rats. For the same plague was on all of you and on your princes. You shall make images of your tumors and images of your rats that ruin the land. You shall give esteem to the Elohim of Israel. It could be that he lifts his hand from you, from your mighty ones, and from your land. And why do you harden your hearts as the Mitzrites and Pharaoh hardened their hearts? When he had severally dealt with them, did they not send them away? And they went. Now take and make a new wagon, 2 milk cows, which have never been yoked, and hitch the cows to the wagon. Take their calves home and away from them. Take the ark of Yah and put it on the wagon, and put the object of gold which you are returning to him as a guilt offering in a chest by its side, and send it away, and it shall go. And you shall see if it goes up the way to its own border, to Beth Shemesh, then he has done us this great evil. But if not, then we shall know that his hand has not come against us. An accident it was to us. And the men did so, and took 2 milk cows, hitched them to the wagon, and shut up their calves at home. Then they put the ark of the covenant, or the ark of Yah, on the wagon, and the chest with the gold rats and the images of their tumors. The cows went straight for the way to Beth Shemesh, and went along the highway, bellowing as they went, and did not turn aside right or left. The princes of the Pelishtites went after them to the border of Beth Shemesh. And Bethshemesh were reaping their wheat harvest in the valley. They lifted up their eyes and they saw the ark. They rejoiced to see it. And the wagon came into the field of Yahoshua of Bethshemesh and stood there, and there was a great stone. So they split the wood of the wagon and offered the cows as a burnt offering to Yah. And the Levites took down the ark of Yah and the chest that was with it, in which were the objects of gold, put them on the great stone, and the men of Bethshemesh slaughtered burnt offerings and made offerings the same day to Yah. And when the 5 princes of the Pelethites saw it, they returned to Ekron the same day. And these are the gold tumors which the Pelethites returned as a guilt offering to Yah. 1 for Ashdod, 1 for Azah, 1 for Ashkelon, and 1 for Gath, and 1 for Ekron. And the gold wrapped by the number of all the cities of the Pelethites belonging to the 5 princes, both walled cities and country villages, even as far as the great meadow on which they placed the ark of Yah, are to this day in the field of Yahoshua of Bethshemesh. And he smote among the men of Bethshemesh, for they had looked into the ark of Yah. He smote among the people 70 men, and the people mourned, because Yah smote among the people a great smiting. And the men of Bethshemesh said, Who is able to stand against this holy Kodesh, Yah, Elohim, and to whom shall he go from us? And they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath Jearim, saying, The Pelethites have brought back the ark of Yah. Come down, take it up to you.